Hello everybody, welcome back to Throttle Grotto. Today I'm going to be working on the exhaust on the Rabbit. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, the sun is out. It is a really nice day and it's killing me not to be outside doing fun things. Instead I'm going to be doing fun things in the garage. Today's episode is about getting the exhaust done on the Rabbit. So I have to basically make the downpipe and join it to the rest of the exhaust. So shouldn't be too bad. Things have been really hectic here. And I just remembered I left my light inside. So I have to go back into the house to grab that. But as long as I'm heading back into the house, I'll show you guys what I've been working on. So my house is a disaster, but I've got new kitchen cabinets, a new countertop, new drywall, a bunch of new electrical. I had to work on a little bit of the plumbing, got a new sink. So I'm working a lot on the house this week, which of course means I'm terribly behind on the cars. I grabbed my light from the house so I can actually see what I'm doing. And sorry, I got house project stuff everywhere. I got rolls of insulation and drywall and everything else. So basically what we need to do is we need to attach this piece, which slips over the 2.5-inch system. I need to tack and weld this flange onto here. So that's pretty straightforward. I have a new flex pipe, which needs to be attached to the other flange so that I can make a removable downpipe. The other option is I can attach it here instead. Keep the flex pipe a little bit further back in the car. And then I need to attach the flex pipe to this piece of scrap I had around, and then to this adapter, which I'm not going to use that part. That was an experiment that went horribly wrong. So then I need to attach this adapter to the 2-inch downpipe that I or the 2-inch downpipe material I have, and fabricate the downpipe. So not too terrible of a job. It's just going to be a little time consuming, a lot of measuring, and a lot of welding. So let's get to it. Alright, so now we have this piece, which didn't take very long to tack up at all. I'm going to pick up some welding rods so I can actually TIG this together and make it look nicer than I would if I MIG'd it together. But we have, from the Techtonics exhaust, the adapter pipe that they made for me to go to the flex pipe. There's the flex pipe. Here's the piece that I had that reduces it down to the inside diameter of the flange. So now this will go basically to where the downpipe is going to meet. Then we'll make our downpipe connect to this, and our exhaust will be done. Well, except for making it look nice and not leak exhaust everywhere. Okay, everybody. Record time-lapse or B-roll or anything fancy to get this video done. In fact, I didn't get welding rod yesterday. I ended up working on the house for a little bit. So let me show you guys where I'm at right now. And I'll show you in the car because it's still cooling off. I did some tacks with it in place. We have our exhaust. There's our 2.5-inch beautiful Techtonics system. I still haven't clamped this right there. I still haven't clamped that one because I want it to rotate up here, so that made it easier to line this stuff up. And then here, this is all just kind of roughed in right now. So I have my bowl coming off the turbo up here, and then got my downpipe curves into a straight section, into a 90, into this adapter which goes into the flange, and then off to the rest of the exhaust. So that's all in. I'm going to pick up some TIG rod here this afternoon, and hopefully I have enough gas to TIG up this downpipe and make it at least look a little pretty. The nice thing about TIG is it won't put as much heat in it, so it won't bend and move out of position. So I'm going to do that this afternoon, and then the downpipe will be done. I still haven't finished welding up the boost tubing because I have a very small amount of gas in the bottle left, and I want to use it on a smaller project. And then I'll refill the bottle, finish up the boost tubing, and then we can move on to probably the cooling system. Get the cooling system, get all the hoses figured out. We're not too far away from trying to fire this thing up, so I'm getting a little excited because the brake system's already done. Intercooler tubing is run. Exhaust will be done here soon. Wiring's already run in the car. Still need to tape up the wiring harness and stuff like that, but we're making headway. So I think I'll get this downpipe done, and then we'll start thinking about the cooling system. Alright everyone, so this downpipe officially looks terrible. Fortunately for me, I ground down all of the garbage welds that I put in here with my TIG welder. Actually, the MIG welding that I did looks better than the TIG. So obviously a skill that I need to learn is TIG welding steel. Weld's a lot different than aluminum. It's way harder to get a puddle going on the steel. But let's put this in and see how it fits. Alright, so good news. After all of my boogered welding and throwing tons of heat into that piece, it still fits. So there it is. I got one bolt on it right now at the flange for the turbo, but down here I've just got it clamped with a couple of vice grips just to make sure that it lines up where I want it. My block of wood spacer to hold it up while I was fabricating the downpipe, and my jack back there holding up the rear of the exhaust into the position I wanted it to be in. So although it doesn't look great, I'll probably put a wrap on the down tube, and then it'll look like it's wrapped, and nobody will ever see underneath the wrap. But you guys will know. So that's part of doing stuff yourself, is sometimes it doesn't turn out as great as the pros make it. But I made it, it's done. So on to the next project, which will most likely end up being making a intake tube to go to the cold side of the turbo. So I'm going to have to order some more aluminum tubing and get that coming so that I can kind of do the same thing I did with the intercooler tubing with this guy. I'm going to have to burn that little rubber ring out of there and make some 2-inch aluminum tubing to do my intake. But that's all for this week. I'm out of time. Hope you guys are staying safe. And great news, I just hit over 1,000 subscribers, so that's a huge goal for me, and I really appreciate that. So thank you guys for sticking around and watching these videos and making this all worthwhile. So, as always, until next time, get out there and work on something.